In this video, I'm going to show you a peachy highlighter with a winged eyeliner eye makeup look inspired by Jen Im. Hi, my name is Ivana. On this channel, I make lifestyle and personal development videos. In case you're not yet subscribed, you can do that quickly right now. But without further ado, let's get into the makeup. I'm going to start out with some beauty oils. The first one is more of a nourishing one and helps to keep my skin glowy and moisturized. So whatever makeup I put on, it doesn't become flaky or crack. I really hate it when my makeup cracks. I live in Bangalore right now. It is monsoon season, so the weather is a little bit more humid, but in general, weather in Bangalore and even in the Netherlands where I used to live before is very dry, which makes it quite difficult to put makeup on smoothly. The next beauty oil I'm going to put on is this primer, which has a pearlescent powder in it. You shake it and then it becomes this beautiful, almost Harry Potter-ish pearlescent oil. I love it so much, and it actually really makes a difference for how my makeup looks in the end. Obviously, with these makeup oils, you shouldn't put on too much because then your face just becomes a frying pan, but put on in the right quantity. Oh my gosh, it makes such a big difference for the makeup. Next, I'm going to get started on the base with my favorite Misha BB cream. The base has to be quite warm in order for this peachy highlighter look to work. If you have a very pale skin like me, something that's really going to help, obviously matching the color of your skin with your BB cream or the foundation that you're using, but also the bronzer that I'm going to be putting on in a minute. I'm just putting this on with my hands because I feel like that blends the best with my skin. I once read this interview with the granddaughter of Estee Lauder, who took over the company, and one of her biggest makeup tips was to put makeup on with your fingers or with your hands, because actually the warmth of your body warms up the makeup and then it becomes easier to blend in with your skin. And I thought that was such a great tip, so I've been using it ever since. Next, I'm going in with a concealer, and I'm only putting it on the darkest or the reddest spots of my face because that way it reaches its purpose. A life-changing hack that I just recently learned with concealer is to let it dry before you blend it in. That way you will use way less product and get way more coverage from it. Yeah, I would do something else in the meantime while the concealer is drying. So for instance, make a to-do list or do some other chores, maybe like pack my bag or something that I have to do anyways. In the meantime, the concealer has dried and I can start blending it just with my fingers, tapping around the eyes, no rubbing. That will not work well with concealer, so just tap it in. I want to show you a little close-up of my nose because there you can really see the effect of the beauty oils. I have quite rough pores, and yeah, as you can see, it's way less, especially on my nose. Whenever I use the beauty oils, it's really nice. Finishing it off with some setting powder to make sure that everything stays in place. My skin is mixed skin, so my T-zone usually gets very oily. Setting powder really helps to keep that kind of under control. Not completely, but kind of at least. Normally I would only put powder on my T-zone, but this time I did apply it over my whole face. Alrighty, time for an extremely important step, the bronzer. So if you already have beautiful honey / caramel / even chocolate skin like Jen Im does, then this highlighter look, this peachy highlighter look with a winged eyeliner will work anyways on your skin. However, if you are pale and pink or more yellow like me, then a bronzer will really help to put this whole look together. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. It looks very strange on my skin type without a bronzer. Blend. What I love about this look is how natural it actually looks while making you still kind of glammy, because I mean a winged eyeliner, peachy highlighter, it's very glam, but it's not in your face glam, and therefore I feel like it's an everyday look. Fun fact behind the scenes of my main channel, whenever I do food videos, people really kind of get put off if I have heavy makeup. Somehow food and heavy makeup, people don't like that. And with this look, I've noticed that I get no comments. So actually it's kind of glammy, but at the same time, it doesn't look like a heavy look. It can definitely be used in everyday life, or maybe if you're going to the office or something like that. It's a very great look for multiple occasions actually. Blending my nose with a smaller brush, because that big brush just makes my whole nose look like one brown dot. Whereas this still gives a little bit more contour if I use a smaller brush. As you can see, my skin now looks a lot warmer, definitely a little bit more bronzy. For me to get this tanned look would take at least 100 hours in the sun, which is really bad. So I prefer my tan from a jar or from makeup. Going in with the highlighter. So this is actually an LA Colors blush palette, but it has two highlighters, and I'm going to be using the peachy one. Obviously, if you have a peachy highlighter, you can use that. But if you have a peachy shimmery eyeshadow, then of course you can also use that as well. This is just the closest color that I found, which I already have in my collection to use for this look, and which kind of resembles the color. This palette looks battered, and it actually is, because I think the second day after I bought it, it fell on the floor and it was just absolutely shattered. But I really like it, so obviously I'm gonna keep using it. I am not using any particular eyeshadow primer. You can use that if you have very oily eyelids. Right now, as you can see, there's still a little bit of the beauty oil left on my eyelids, so I'm just gonna use that as a primer to make the highlighter stick as an eyeshadow. Oh yeah, bring on that shimmer. Fun fact, I first thought that this was more of a summer look, but then if you try it out in fall, it actually also really works nicely as a fall look as well, because it's so warm, right? I'm only going to be using the highlighter on my upper lid, so nothing under the eyes. Usually when I do a glam look, I definitely go in under the eyes, but for this look, it doesn't really work. The next step is actually almost as important as the bronzer, and it is the winged eyeliner. This really brings the whole look together. I was looking at Jen Im's eyes so many times, like, what makes it like so glam but at the same time so natural? It's a winged eyeliner, but it's like a mild winged, so that's what we're going for. Let's see if I succeed. See? Okay, let's see if I can replicate this on the other side as well. This side turned out definitely a little bit more heavier than this side, so I'm just gonna correct this one. I think it looks manageable, decent, right? It's not like perfectly equal, but I don't think it will offend anybody. Then finish it off with some mascara. The next beauty hack I particularly use for shooting videos and also for taking pictures is to just put some concealer underneath my eye. As you can see, I'm not completely going in there, just under the eye where like the cheekbone kind of goes towards the nose, or like where it ends. Yeah, that's, I think, a better way to describe it, where your cheekbone ends. This, let it dry, and then, oh! No! I noticed what happened. I have my shooting shirt on. I'm supposed to shoot a food video, and I dropped concealer on myself. Now I have to put on a new shirt, and I already had trouble deciding what to wear, because I don't know what it is with food videos. People are so particular. They don't like anything like extreme. No extreme makeup, no extreme hair, no extreme clothing. Everything has to be like a little bit vanilla, I guess, to facilitate for them, you know, focusing on the food. It's very strange, but I've really noticed that for food videos in particular. I guess I will have to find a different shirt, and I'm not happy about that, but okay, fine. we will let this dry while I do my eyebrows. Something also that works really well in terms of natural glam makeup is this Dear Darling lip tint from Etude House. It's actually a very dark cherry color, but when you put it on and then wipe it off, it becomes like such a natural lip color, which looks good but is not like in your face glam. I really like it. I will do this first and then the eyebrows. Don't get spooked. I know it looks super dark right now, but this is just to let it dry, to let the lip tint sink into my lips, and then later on when we wipe it off, it will be a very natural red. It's really nice. Time for the brows. This Benefit Brow Gel is the best thing I can recommend anybody for their brows. Yes, it is a little bit pricey, but this little jar lasts me at least 1.5 up to 2 years. It comes with an inbuilt brush and it makes it so easy to draw your brows precisely. This is a cold grayish black, which really fits my eyebrows well, as you can see. Brush out the, what is it? The brow pencil or the brow gel that you're using. It will make it look so much more natural than just leaving it on. It just makes the eyebrows look a little bit lighter and the brow gel a little bit mixed in more with your actual brows. Next, just blending in the concealer under my eyes with my finger. It has dried up quite a lot. Another ultimate glam touch of this look, but actually very subtle, is the little shimmer in the corner of Jen Im's eye. So here, I'm just using this palette that I had for a long time from NARS, and there's this beautiful highlighter in there. So yeah, just putting that in the corner of my eyes. As you can see, I'm literally not doing any eyeshadow under my eyes. Normally I would be really doing that, but for this look, it's all about the upper side of the eyes. Just make sure that the highlighter that you use to highlight the inner corners of your eyes is a warm color. So important. If you're using a cold highlighter, it will not match with the warm peachy highlighter. There we go, a subtle touch of glam. Going to finish this look off with a blush, actually from the LA Colors palette. A light blush, there we go. A little pinky blush, there we go. Need to blend that in as well because I want the blush to be there, but definitely not overpower the eyes. Finishing off the whole look with this highlighter from Wet n Wild. It's just absolutely genius. This highlighter is so nice. It's a warm highlighter and it gives such a nice subtle glow to your face. I really love it. When putting on highlighter, going in for the temples is a great idea. I'm removing the layer of the lip tint with just a wet tissue. As you can see, it looks a lot more natural. It just looks like I bit my lips, or there's a little bit more flush to my lips. If you've been looking for a hack to wear lipsticks under face masks, then this is something I can recommend. Or if you're looking for a more natural alternative to lipsticks, then this is the perfect way to make your lips just look a little bit more luscious without having to completely commit to the glam and full makeup look of a lipstick. Wait, let me just finish my lips off with a lip balm. I think that makes it even better, because then my lips are also not dry. Just a little bit of lip balm. There we go. Ta-da! Have you ever used highlighter as an eyeshadow? Let me know down in the comments below. For me, it was a revelation that this is possible. Also, if you enjoyed this video or if you feel like other people should also see it, make sure to share it and also put a thumbs up. I really love this one because, as you can see, it definitely makes my everyday life look a little bit more glammy, but at the same time, it is not like makeup that's out there, and it's also a little bit different than the makeup that I would normally do. So I really enjoy doing this look. You can also join more than 2,000 subscribers and subscribe to my channel so we can stay in touch. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!